Hello, welcome to Eggjam number 19. I'm going to go over these 5 submissions. I think so. I have about an hour and change to play these, so maybe I just budget for that. That means I have about 15-ish minutes, 10 to 15-ish minutes per game. So I should just be aware of that. So maybe the people who are along for the ride in the chat could hold me to that, right? Maybe some games will be shorter, maybe some games will be longer. We'll see. And I usually just go through them in order, right? Like I think if I reload the tab, whoops, that just reloaded the chat. That's not what I wanted to do. If I reload the tab, I don't think it changes the order. It does not. Perfect. So I can just play them in order. So let's go through this. Cursed Castle. I think, yeah, this is going to open up in a separate tab. Made by Gare, Bronx Taco. Oh, hey, at least 2 of you are here. Bumper Oyster. Don't see a Bumper Oyster here, but I do see a Bronx Taco and I do see a Gare. Perfect. Okay. Cursed Castle. I mean, this looks pretty great. The screenshots look pretty great, right? So let's see. Sometimes there's a add to collection download. Oh, I have to download the exe. Okay. Okay, in that case, let me quickly go back to title cards because I'm trying to be better at this. So where would I put this? Dropbox, no. Games. Let's put in games. New folder, Eggjam. Let's make an Eggjam folder so that I have Cursed Castle in there. And now hopefully, let's see. Give me 1 second. I'll be able to get back to the screen in just a second. Games, Eggjam, Cursed Castle. Because yeah, if you send me a binary, I'm definitely going to do a quick virus scan on it. Not because I think you're going to try to do anything shady. It's just that Windows protected. Oh, come on. Run anyway. I get it. Okay. Starting up. There we go. Oh, this is cool. I can actually probably still... Actually, for this, I can potentially use game capture. Right? Okay, I just have to scale it. There we go. That's cool. It's pretty loud on my end, so let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, this should work. Okay. Wait. Okay, cool. Okay, start, options, credits, exit. Looks good on stream? Good. Options. Let's turn the master volume down and instead turn this up so I have a better handle of on my full screen. Yes, please. Yes, I would. Ah! Okay, if I full screen it. Okay, you're just how the sausage is made. How the sausage is made 101. I guess if I did this in studio mode, you wouldn't see it, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Actually, now it's too quiet. That's better. Rip Bronx music. Can you guys hear it? Is it too quiet? Because obviously I want you to hear... Okay, okay. Okay, good. Okay, start options credits. Do the credits. Gare Bear. Bumper Oyster, art design. Bronx Taco music, SFX design. Nice. 1K bit pack. Nice. Nice. Bronx Taco, what did you do it in? Is this you like putting this all together in Ableton, or is this something like old school? Oh, I can definitely hear it, Bronx Taco. I can definitely hear it. Family Tracker. Nice. Nice. Okay, art design, Bumper Oyster. This all looks cool. Let's start it. I don't know what I'm doing, right? Okay, here we go. Z is jump. S, potion. X is attack. A is vine. Shift is run. That's it? Is this an infinite runner? Controller also works. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, RT is run. Jump, attack, potion. Oh, vine is rope. I guess that's rope, right? Okay, I get it. Okay. Cursed Castle. Oh boy. Oh boy! All the controls I know. I love work. Man, this is too close to home! This is too close to home! Oh god, oh shit. Oh shit. Wait, where's my... Vine? Is this just Spelunky? Like, wait. Potion? Jesus Christ, you guys make a Spelunky clone? Oh my god, it has... It's even the same jump height. Wait, I gotta get the mouse out of the cursor out of the way here. Oh boy, I almost messed up with the spikes. Oh. Dude, get out of the way. Get out of my face. Ooh. Oh boy. Those bats seem pretty benign. Ooh, I don't like this. Oh wait, I can walk through that. Okay, got it. Got it. Oh shit. Well, I'm at 1 health. Sorry, I'm at 0 health. Okay, this game, I am obviously going to have to give more playtime. This is hilarious. I mean, it looks like you replicated almost every existing system, which is wildly impressive to me. Right, there's spiders, bats, money, traps, like grabbing onto ledges, weird ass traps that are not always traps. Whoop. Man, those spikes are hard to see, but I guess that's by design. This looks bad. Oh, come on. Ah, damn it. Let's just see how far I can get. Oh, man. Okay, maybe don't run until I'm on the second one. I like how I'm trying to go for money when the first time you play Spelunky, money is like the least interesting thing, right? I'm gonna say, oh, Jesus! Those aren't spike traps? So yeah, so sometimes the floor just looks like spike traps. Oh, this is just, yeah. Stop going for money, dude. Not interesting yet. Don't even know the game. I mean, I kind of know the game, but not really. I feel like there's a surprise or two coming my... Ah, damn it! Woof! Use the attack, not the rock. Yeah, that's probably not a... That's probably a smart move. Okay, where am I? 918. Okay, let's try one more run. Wow. Ah, no, that's not... Yeah, why am I... I'm just carrying the rock because I think I need to trigger traps, but the types of traps are actually not arrow traps. So it's not like that's particularly interesting even, right? Oh boy. Wow, that sucked. Okay, again, just trying to get through here. Just trying to get through here. Wow, ow, ouch. I would like to see the next biome. So maybe I can at least get to that. By the way, I'm sorry, it's impossible for me... Wait, why don't I just, like, try something like this? It's impossible for me to, like, read the chat while I'm playing this. Not doable. Oh, look. I finally used... What? So you can't even walk over them? I thought you had, like, a moment. Yeah, those spike traps in this game are brutal. 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 Absolutely unforgiving. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, this is, I mean, how long, this is your explore side rooms. Unfortunately everyone, okay, I'll give it one more try. I'll give it one more try, but after that I have to move on to the next games, otherwise we're not going to get to all of them today. No, this is insanely impressive. This is a 1 month game? You did this as a 1 month game? I mean, not to diminish the contributions of previous jam entries, but this is like a... Yeah, I should be able to just... Okay. Okay, let's get it. Let's just move. Oh, boy! Can I do the same thing as I do in Spelunky and just run? I can. Of course. Of course I can. Of course I can. Oh, this is the dead end. So, okay, so there's a trap there, and I don't want to get hit by it. There we go. Oh boy. I promise I'll read the chat later. Because right now it's impossible for me to read the chat. Like I'm too enthralled. Oh boy. I want to get out of here. Ah man, I'm at 1 health again. Sorry. We're going to develop a full release. Great. More power to you. I'm happy that I will later on be able to say that I played an early build. Exit to title, exit to hub. Oh, okay, so that's the title, or that's the hub. And then there's exit to title. Okay. Yeah, no, this is for a 3-person effort. Yeah, the spiders are mean. They're actually scary. Now, this is really cool. Well done. I mean, okay, so normally I give feedback. I feel like everything that you're doing that feels unfair to me is on purpose. So it's not even a critique, right? I don't think that I wouldn't make the spikes more visible because obviously the thing with a design aspect like visibility is that it's similar to the spike traps, right? Or to the dart traps. Once you've played enough, you see them. In the beginning, they blend in and you're like, this is too hard to see. And then you play it for like 3 hours and you never get hit by a dart trap again, right? So is that good game design? I don't know. Do you want people to have a bad 3-hour experience or like bounce off of your game super hard? Because the people who play the game more than 3 hours, the fact that it blends in won't matter anymore. They'll see it, right? So sometimes I'm a little bit on the fence about that level, that kind of obfuscation, because that obfuscation doesn't hold, it doesn't stick, right? In that build, they don't make a sound, but they do now in the working build. So anyway, that's just my point, right? So I'm not critiquing it overly heavily, but like if a student asks me, is this cool? I'd be like, it's cool for me, but someone who would otherwise play the game and like bounce off of that after like 15 minutes and never touch it again, even though 3 hours later it wouldn't matter whether they were purple or gray. Sometimes I tell them, if you want more people playing your game, make them purple right away, right? Because I couldn't see them. That's just one point. Obviously, right now the art is all over the place, but that's the last thing I should critique, right? Because the bats look like they were made by a different person than the spiders, and so a couple of those things don't gel very well, in my opinion. But that's also like, again, that's all the fly is a placeholder. Those are all stylistic things, right? That are like not critical. I don't think they're overly critical. I got it, Jet. Enjoy the game. Thanks, Dev. That's pretty much it. Like, honestly, how many hours of work is this? V001. This is an impressive V001. It's starting with a 1-bit asset pack and we're slowly replacing everything. Got it. Okay. Yeah, no, this is super cool. Obviously, you can't get away with doing this without crediting Derek, right? Because this is just so obviously Spelunky. This is so obviously a tribute to Spelunky, right? Anyone who plays Spelunky would do it, but no one ever tries it. So my biggest piece of like feedback for you is no one ever tries to make a Spelunky, right? So kudos to you for trying to make a variant of a Spelunky game, because no one ever does it, right? Like, you can tell me whatever you want about Dome Keeper and other games like that. They're not Spelunky, right? No one tries to do the Spelunkys. And I don't know why, because it's doable, right? Like, I had a student who's still my student assistant for prototyping, and she made a Spelunky game that was a pinball machine, where the Spelunky generator was generating pinball machines that you could then shoot into and up and left and right and all that stuff. And I was like, no one ever made that game, right? No one ever made that game. There is a lot of low-hanging fruit, is all I'm gonna say. I don't have the time to do it because that's not what I do for a living these days, but there's a lot of low-hanging fruit. Okay. Tyler says, I would like to play a Spelunky-like pinball game. So would I. Talk to my student, right? I'll give you her email address. Turns out she made another game in that semester that was even better than that. Right? So one of these days I'll play it. It's in browser. I'll play it here. Okay, I'm gonna go back to studio mode just so I can wait. No, I'm gonna go back to title cards, then to studio mode, because I have to exit this and then go here and go back to display capture because I am capturing my browser. Here we go. No, very cool. Very cool. Really impressive work. Okay, next one is MLB Groundskeeper Simulator Pro 2023. Oh, and by the way, because I didn't bring this up in the beginning, the theme was expanding your universe, right? Live out your fantasy of making carefully patterned baseball. And the funny thing is, I'm a co-host, and I don't know which show that is. Because the names are always gathered from shows, expanding your universe, and for the life of me, I cannot remember which episode that was. Even though I usually tend to help with coming up with a name, Nick does it, but we usually brainstorm. The Slipways episode. Yeah, it makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Live out your fantasy. I haven't played enough Slipways. I played a lot of it for the show, but I didn't find the time to play it afterward. And Slipways is really good. Live out your fantasy of making carefully patterned baseball fields with MLB Groundskeeper Simulator Pro. Let's click on this. Where do I see the disc? Oh, here. No, that is not what I was looking for. I was trying to go here and see that description. Where's the? Okay, someone teach me how to use itch. I hover over the picture and I get live out your fantasy, and then I click on it. Oh, there's an itch.io page. Oh, here we go. Live out your fantasy making character groundskeeper. Choose from 2 stadiums for exhilarating mowing action. A mowing game. Oh, now you're taking me back to the 80s. Left and right to turn, up to drive, hold X to mow, Z to navigate menus. Okay. Can I full screen this? I can't. I should be able to, right? Let's reload. Let's reload the tab. It's not letting me full screen. Anyway, if anyone can help me with full... LA Dodger Stadium. Hey, go Dodgers. Mr. I don't care about Pico 8. Yeah, I don't know why it's not letting me full screen, because usually it does. I remember we fixed that. Does anyone remember how I fixed that back last time? Because I remember that there was a way to do it that was like, oh wait, I just have to... Maybe I ran it in a different browser. Maybe I ran it in Firefox or something. You need to leave... Oh, that was it. You're right. I need to leave full screen so that I can then full screen this. But I have to reload it. I do think that was the solution. I think you're right. You are 100% correct. Thank you so much, BroQuaint. Okay. LA Dodger Stadium, year 1962, capacity, left field center. Okay, so left, right, X. Oh, Dodger Stadium, obviously. Continue. Oh my God. Let me guess, this is just for meditation, right? This is not actually scoring me on anything. I'm just doing this for fun. You do a sloppy job at mowing. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna have to give up my German card. My German green card is gonna be revoked for how bad a job I'm doing here. There we go. Now I got it. Oh. I had a couple of students make a Roomba game in prototyping a couple years ago. That was fun too. Uh-oh. I just hear an extra sound. I don't know what that sound is. It sounds like a helicopter. Oh wow. I guess I can mow the mound too. Are these undergrad students? I'm from the Midwest, so it's hard to imagine how a game design. Oh, what's that? How a game design. The helicopter is coming to take you away. It was just the motor. It was just the motor. I was just running it the whole time. Single pixels, come on. I'm mowing this field. Oh, uh-oh. I think I just crashed it. I think I just crashed it. What just happened? Oh my God. Okay, let's try the other. Let's try... Here, I'm gotta do a better job this time. There was a Commodore 64 game a long time ago called Hover Bovver or something like that. I think in that you also had to mow a lawn. So these undergrad students, undergrads and grads, Wallace, undergrads and grads. Lawnmower Simulator is a current gen game. Yeah, no, I've heard of these things. Is there any is there any win condition here? Any end state? Because to me, again, my gut feeling when I started this was already that this is basically a meditation. Right? Yeah, the music is spot on. The music is really spot on, I have to say. I believe you're not taking the opportunity to mow an eggplant. No. No. I'm not trying to be artistic. I'm trying to be efficient. Right? I have to regain my right to retain my German green card. That's what I'm doing right now. Because I've sullied my German heritage by like doing a shoddy job last round. Yeah. Also, this is what I would do if a student gave me a game and I was playtesting it and they didn't tell me anything. That's what I would do. I'd be like, oh, I'm just going to keep on going and see if there is an end state. Only then to realize that there isn't one. Which, I'll be honest, 10 years ago, that would have been a huge red flag for me. And now I'm like, it's fine. Right? Like, I remember someone submitted a game for our weekly prototyping class that was just wiping, like a windshield wiper, and I was flabbergasted. I was like, what are you showing me here? Like, who cares? And of course, my sensibilities have changed. Uh-oh. I think the motors, at some point something happens here. Well, I'm not leaving this before I've cleared the field or crashed the game again. And we're getting close. Win condition is your happiness from looking at how well you did your job. Exactly. Well, I'm sure you also didn't expect the game to crash. Yeah, we live in a very different era, right, where game can mean a whole lot more than it used to. And for you know, I have a lot of academic colleagues for whom they always predicted, there we go. They always predicted this to be a thing, and they always wanted games to be more playful and less about winning. Cool. I love it. Thank you. Feedback. I think my only feedback for that would be that I mean, it's questionable, right? For a game that short, do you need to let the player know up front that there's no end state? I mean, all of this is up to expectation management, right? That's always what you're doing as a designer. What do people expect? What are the the affordances, as Don Norman would say? What are the affordances of your game? And are you like leading your players along, right? But it's great. I like it. It's also a thing you can like, mess around with for like 5 to 10 minutes and then you're good, right? That's another undervalued thing these days. So thanks a lot, Noah. Noah's here, right? Oh yeah, there you are. I want to make all 30 stadiums. I mean, knock yourself out, right? Knock yourself out and then put it up on Steam is what I would say. Okay, let's move on to Cody and Planetary Expansion. And this looks awfully a lot like network. What's it called? I have it on my phone. Frank loves this game to death, and I think it's fine. He was even on a podcast or a YouTube thing recently where the creator of this game talked to him. Right? Network Wars. Right? Yeah. So this looks like Network Wars. I think Network Wars is cool. I don't like it as much as Frank loves it, because Frank just loves things unnaturally when he puts his mind to it. Time to expand throughout the galaxy. Select a color. Select a planet with more than one unit. Then select an adjacent planet of a different color to attack it. Okay. Tips. The crown palettes only doing a critical hit and gain an extra unit at the end of your turn, so use them wisely. There's no shame in skipping your turn when you need to boost your defenses. Okay. So I've never played Network Wars in a browser. I only have the iOS version because, again, Frank Lance recommended it to me a while ago, probably a year ago. Probably the same thing here, right? Probably have to. Nope. Let's try that again. See if I can full screen it. There we go. Standard. Let's play standard, right? Been stuck on train. You can play this on iOS if you like. Oh, nice. Okay, select a planet to choose your color. So that's going to be my... Okay, so here's a difference between this and... In Network Wars, you have a color, right? So what you're telling me here, I think, is that I choose a color and then I keep that color? Because actually that's extremely powerful, right? Extremely powerful. So I think I have to go for blue, but it's risky, right? Because there's a lot going on between this group and this group. Red is screwed. Yellow, I don't think can make it. Green, I'm going to go for blue, but it's probably not a good idea. You're trying to look for consolidated groups of things, right? And right now, because of the way the random board setup works, they're all over the place. I still think blue has a chance. Yeah, let's pick blue. Okay. Not great. This is not great. Not great. Probably already screwed here, right? Probably already screwed. Oh boy. Yeah, because now I'm stuck between... Oh boy. Well, I guess I'll just keep... Yeah, fine. No, I'm going to boost 2. Okay. So purple up there is kind of borked, right? Oh, Saturn. So you've never played... Okay, so if you've never played Network Wars, then this is obviously nonsense to anyone. So it's a deterministic game. I'm blue, right? At the end of your round, when you quit, you, I think, get the number of nodes you have in a connected area divided, and then they only go to the front, right? So if I quit right now, I would boost this one, this one, this one, and this one. Not the others, because they're not connected to an enemy node. So you're trying to have a minimal choke point to the enemies so that you can boost your defenses and then start attacking. So this thing here is a thorn in my side. So I'm going to do this and this, but that wasn't enough, right? And I could start attacking here, but again, I want the one node interface and not 2. So I'm going to end my turn. And they're doing it too, it's just happening really fast, right? Damn it. This is going to be hard. I mean, at this point, I can definitely do this, right? So now I just moved farther. I still have a one node interface. Which one are you trying to make? You see that? Oh, yeah, okay. So now, again, I'm gonna keep badgering this. There we go. And now I can go here. So now all of it got pumped into this one node because it's my only interface to the rest, right? And I'm pretty sure I win this, right? Because now I'm 12 to 10, which means I'm going to get more here than red will ever get. I might still bolster once, and then I'm going to just storm through the rest, right? Yeah, this game's over. Yellow is going to be strong, but like I'm going to diminish yellow right now, right? I'm just going to march through here. Over. This game's over. Yeah, this is over. So in the original, you can't pick, right? In the original, you can't pick who you start with, right? And there's a couple of little tweaks here with the crits. And what are the rings do again? I think I forgot what the rings do. Try again next game. I know the crowns were crits, but I forgot what the rings do. So there's a difference between this and Network Wars. The battles aren't randomized, right? Rings don't do anything, but the crown makes a planet get more units. Got it. I thought something was a guaranteed crit. But the biggest difference for me is that I now get to pick, right? So I get to pick what my starting color is, which you don't do in the original Network Wars. Crown also guarantees a crit. What would I pick here? Wow, this is a hodgepodge. This is an absolute mess. Maybe red and start to buffer these guys up here. Crown is super fallible, but you also risk losing it. True. I think defending this part down here is easier, but there's no good color here. Purple, like green, maybe? Let's try green, just for fun. Oh, blue is already eating everyone's lunch. See, I want to bolster the 5, so I'm going to try to keep the 5. Which I think I can, because you'll only get attacked if their number is higher than yours, right? This is going very fast, but the order and what gets attacked is entirely deterministic, right? Okay, red's my biggest challenge. So now I do have to do something. First, let's do this. See, I don't want to move 8 off of there because it's just very dangerous. That said, I think I could do this, 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 this. Oh, the crown moves! I think I didn't catch that the first time around. So let's also just start ruining this up here. I mean, again, I think I got this, right? Like, I'm so far ahead with 14. So now I just move the front slowly, grow it. Right. Yeah, I think I can just eliminate blue from the equation. Yeah, this is over. So I'm gonna say my gut feeling is that potentially I can't get potentially being able to choose your color is slightly OP. Maybe, right? Because I'm not particularly good at Network Wars, and I've only played 2 games, right? And I'm probably gonna quit now because we have 2 more games to go through, and I have a little bit over maybe like a half an hour left, right? But yeah, my gut, and it's not a bad thing, right? It just makes it way more accessible, right? It makes it way more accessible. It's a big ask, right? Like I've played probably 100 games of Network Wars, so I know what I'm looking at. And I'm also a computer science nerd, because this is like a min cut max flow problem, right? A graph cut problem. Like if you're not familiar with graph cut, max flow, min cut, or the opposite, if you're not familiar with that, you can look it up. I don't do that if you're not into nerdular nerdance, but if you are, that's basically what this is, right? And Frank never studied computer science, so this is his way of like going back to study computer science. Is always my take on this. But of course, he sees it from a artistic game design perspective, and an infinite game perspective, and various other things. And he's scary good at it, right? Scary good. I think my win-loss is 50-50, and his is like 75, right? Or more. I don't even know. Okay, so let's hit quit. Mini. This is amazing, right? This is obviously amazing. I think this is harder. I think it's harder to pick which one you would do here, right? Anyway, I'm going to stop it there. But yeah, I kind of like gave my feedback in line, right? It feels a lot like Network Wars. It doesn't have random battles, which I like. And I lose more in Mini, I bet. But yeah, it's cool. You know, I mean, I get it that it's Network Wars with stuff. But it's a twist, right? It's a good twist. Okay, so what we have here, XR57 by Billy Bones. Who's Billy Bones? I'm not familiar with the handle. XR57P prototype. Let's click it. See Billy Mayer. Hey, Billy Bones. Nice. Okay, so let's see what this is. Chabiliamare. I think if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Chabiliamare. Is my first jam. Cool. Well, let's see what's up. Oh my God, these screenshots here to me are channeling Starseed Pilgrim, which I am very bad at. Very, very bad at. Oh boy, what's going on here? Here we go. Green goals. Can I zoom in on this? I can. Z to resize desktop only. Right, so I can't use Z to resize. But I can do this. Okay, you've crash landed on planet, combined discovered resources to explore. Green increases your adventure range. Orange creates attack pads for launching ray guns. Purple creates teleport points. I'm probably going to forget that. Green, orange for attack, purple for teleport. Although green expand, orange, red, aggro, purple. Okay. All controls are left mouse. Click to move and discover red, yellow, and blue tiles. If you move, any enemies can move the same number of squares. Interesting. Click and hold to drag primary color tiles. Release to combine primary colors into secondary colors. Create green tiles to increase your lifeline. Create orange tiles, create your pads. Purple tiles. Click and hold to initiate targeting. There's a lot going on. You might need to remind me. Goal, explore as far as possible. Specialties, T-tiles, tooltips, great tooltips. R to restart game, Z to zoom. Okay. R to restart. Your lifeline generator is this tool. Oh, nice. Your lifeline generator is a lone record. You have 4 segments. Feed it green to explore further. So I can. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. How do I see? Okay. Oh. The color ooze in your hand. Release over another primary color to combine. There we go. Feed it. Okay, you have 5 segments. Did that already feed it? Hue seeps from the ground. Click and hold to pick up its essence. Release over. Yeah, I mean, there's no other primary color right now. Automatic. Got it. Okay, so now I should be able to move further. Red. Purple is a teleporter. Would that teleport me? Because I can't move further, right? Wait, that's... Click and hold to target your trusty ray gun. Okay, there's more. Oh, wait. Okay, there's another red. That's going to make another ray gun. It's another red. Oh, I can get pretty... Oh, this is a... Oh, now I see. So the green is the distance. So I can still explode. Whoa. Got it. Got it. It's not like... Okay, that's cool. There's no more green. I mean, I'm not in a situation yet, I feel like, where I have to worry. So this will get me farther. Every time I do that, I'm going to be able to go farther. So blue is really good. Right? Uh-oh. Okay, so now I need a ray gun. Wait. How do I attack that thing? How do I attack it? Click and hold to use. Oh, I see. Nice! So I have to be on the spot. It's so loud. Sorry. It's not that loud over here. Let me turn it down a bit. Let me know if this is still too loud. Okay, again, blue and yellow are great for expanding my range. Yellow and red are good for orange. Purple is orange and red, right? So that's a teleporter. So if I do this... No. Okay. That's as far as I can go. That should have expanded my range. Uh-oh. There we go. Purple is red and blue. Smart. So if I do this, I get a teleporter. Oh, I have to obviously be at a different teleporter. Okay, so I'm building teleporters, right? Okay. So let's put a teleporter here. Keep going. Okay, there we go. Definitely want more green, so I can get for, oh, okay, enemy. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely, it's not Starseed Program at all. In fact, it's not like anything I've ever seen before. Okay, now I need a weapon again, but the weapon... Interesting. So it's not actually the enemy is not actually attacking me, it feels like. I'm not building a whole lot of weapons. Is definitely something I'm noticing. It's interesting that you have to go to the enemy eats the green. Got it. It's interesting to me that you have to go to the square to get it, but then when you drag it on something, you don't have to go to the other one. Which whatever, it's a video game, right? Like, I'm usually not religious about it, but that's like, yeah, the tooltips are amazing. This reminds me of, Rogue, right? Like Rogue, but you get it because you can hover over stuff. Let's make more green, right? Because why not? Let's make a lot more green. what happens when I get to the boundary? I guess this is the size of the world, right? It's not like I can. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh, whoa. Okay, so now I'm going to put this together. Right, but I have to be on the spot. So let's do this. Okay, you're going down. You're going down. How do I? Okay, teleporters, blue and red. Let's do another teleporter here, just so I can get to places better. I mean, now I'm starting to feel like this is chess, right? Where I have to have like all columns and all rows, sort of like aligned. But maybe I can do that like as needed. We'll see. Okay. I can get pretty far right now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a teleporter here. I haven't used a teleporter at all yet. Right, there we go. There's an enemy. So now I'm going to take this, move it here, go there, use it to eliminate you. Man, they're popping out everywhere. Okay, so let's take this, move it here, go there. That didn't work. That did not work. This is bad. So now I'm going to move one at a time. Oh no, you're on the spot with me. That's not going to work. Oh, it did work. It did work. Ah, man. Okay, so that's why I can't move farther now. Jesus Christ. Okay. Slowly but surely. Okay. Of course. Oh, wait, you're on the block? Oh, no, they can move on that. Jeez, no. Uh-oh. Now I'm in trouble. I think I just messed up. I think I just really messed up. Like, badly. Yeah, because now I can barely move anymore, and it's probably game over, right? Okay, so I can always get to the stuff I already explored. That's good. But there's going to be no more movement for me here, right? So now this is starting to feel like Desktop Dungeons, which I love. The game I deeply love. Okay, let's see if we can... Oh, no. Out of here. Because I can barely... Oh, I can barely move... Oh, here we go. Come on. Oh my God. Yikes. They're all over the place now. Okay, they're going down. I like that I can shoot them on the spot. Okay. Whoops. Uh-oh. I think it just crashed. Yeah, I think, well, I can still move the browser tab, but when I click into the window, yeah, page unresponsive. I'll just wait. This is very cool. I also, yeah, you just wrote the farther out you get, the more they spawn. Because it requires some pretty careful planning And pathfinding area when the mountains are generated far on the map. Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever. Yeah, okay, let's just exit page. It's fine. This is not the proper ending for this game. Obviously, this is fantastic. You can already tell from how long I played it that I'm enthralled, right? Like, I love the idea of you needing to get a resource to, oh, please don't worry about it. That was a perfectly fine ending. What happens when I have? Is there like an end screen when you've cleared the board? Like when I've seen everything? Is that like the win condition, or is it just like the game just keeps on going forever? That's the thing that I would have liked to see, and not yet. Okay, because that can obviously lead into some pretty nifty puzzles, right? Although right now it feels like it's mostly auto generated, which is great. Original intent was exponential exploration. Yeah, whatever. It's like interesting. The thing that I don't know about is the colors, right? Like, I think it's perfectly fine to, because colors mapping to a specific type of activity is hard to get into a player's head, in my experience, right? Sometimes it's easier to work with minerals that just have a color, and then it's a mineral, and you know it generates a weapon or something, and then you see the weapon and there's an icon for it, right? Iconography goes a long way with respect to that. I'm not saying that the couple of primary and secondary color things doesn't work. But you already saw how when I was like doing this on a stream, it was very easy for me to be like, oh, purple should be this, which of course it wasn't, right? It was blue and red. So that's the kind of thing that you want to look out for in terms of not testing for the wrong thing, right? That's usually the thing that I would say to students or to anyone, honestly. Like, is that the skill you're trying to test for? Yes, no. And if the student or anyone comes back to me and says, like, not really, like, I just needed a placeholder, I'd be like, okay, in that case, I would say do some more work on the placeholder, right? Do some more work on the signifier, because color as signifier is hard, right? Color is good for differentiating things. It's not good for absolutes. That's that's from cartography, right? This is not a game design thing. Comes from graphic design and cartography. Jacques Bertin, The Semiology of Graphics, a 1960s book that I would recommend in that respect. But that's from an academic point of view. No one needs to read that book. It's a great book. I lecture on it. But that's pretty... Honestly, other than that, and the disconnect that I mentioned earlier about having to go to a place to pick it up, but not actually having to go to the other place to combine it, that's also maybe slightly questionable, right? Maybe it's too expensive. I don't know. I can't really assess the impact game design wise without playtesting it. But other than that, it's a fantastic prototype. Fantastic prototype. 5 out of 5, right? In terms of prototype quality. Okay, last one is 10:07, and I have like 12 more minutes. Add to Semiology of Graphics to ever-growing to read list. You can find the gist of Semiology of Graphics in blog posts, I'm going to say. Pat Hanrahan, the founder of Tableau Software and graphics professor at Stanford, I think he's still a graphics professor, he lectured extensively on the semiology of graphics around the time Tableau Software was founded. And I think his slides are all over the internet. So you should be able to find a lot of information on the semiology of graphics on the internet without buying the book. Although the book is gorgeous. And I have it in my office. I do not have it in my home office. Okay, Broquain, you're up. Step to the table. Why read a book when I can read a slide deck? Honestly, you can get the gist from the slide deck, right? It's the same thing with here. Game feel. Whoops. Why is this not? Oh, here. Game feel Steve Swink. Okay, Amazon. Game feel Science Direct. Wikipedia. Game developer. Here. Game feel, the secret ingredient. Oh, this is my favorite thing, right? So this November 23, 2007. This predates the book by probably 3 to 4 years, right? But the book grew out of this blog post, right, by Steve Swink, who now lives in the Netherlands and is working on another skating game, which I think is super exciting because he worked on the original Tony Hawk team. or on the Tony Hawk Underground team, I should say. Steve Swink is amazing at making a game feel good. And then he has here this famous quote that I use in class all the time that says, you need to get the running and the jumping to feel good before you make the platformer, right? This guy, Joz Goddard, if I'm not mistaken, lead designer on, let's see, does anyone know? Oh, Joz Goddard, it says Priest. Which game did this guy design that I think is in the pantheon of best games of all time? That has amazing feel, amazing. Let's see if I might be off here. 1080 snowboarding video game programmer. Find 1080. His next project, 1080 snowboarding, right? So he worked at Argonaut and he did a lot of stuff around 1080 snowboarding, which I still think it's coming out soon, right? 1080 snowboarding is a pinnacle of design. I was fortunate enough to meet the guy in 2015 when I visited Jake Kosdal in Kyoto, because these guys are all still in Japan. Sweet. So if I understand, the correct steps go like this: create a gameplay garden for experimenting with mechanics, fiddle around for a few months, be Shigeru Miyamoto. 4, out pops a masterpiece. I love this so much. Anyway, my point is, you can read this blog post, and if you never read the book, you're probably fine, right? You're probably fine. Anyway, with that out of the way, Gary played so much 1080 as a kid. Again, it's coming to Virtual Console or whatever the hell they call this now, right? Yeah, just read the blog post. You do not need to read the book. The book is great, but you don't need to read the book. Okay, Comrade Cabby. Let's go here. Oh, please let this be Space Taxi. Please let this be Space Taxi. Goods, home, services, study, work in progress. Welcome, comrade, to the Asteroid Collective. You have signed on as a local community cabbie and are determined to make the rocks better place, starting with Home Asteroid. Pick up your passengers and take them to drop-off point. Please tell me you know... Oh, God. Space Taxi. Do you hear the audio sample? Space Taxi. The video is downloading. Space Taxi loading. Muse software. Oh, man. Wait for it. Hey, taxi. Up, please. So that's level 1, right? As this game gets harder, you have to move them to different platforms. So this is basically... Pad 1, please. This is basically Lunar Lander, but where you're picking up... Thanks! Oh, this game is so good! This game is so good. It's gonna make me want to play that game now on an emulator for the rest of the day. Anyway, Comrade Cabby, sorry. I'm in massive sidetrack mode. Okay, so let's go out of full screen, run the game so I can hopefully full screen the game, which I can. Here we go. Comrade Cabby, start settings credits. Let's just do start. Welcome, Comrade Asteroid Collective. Signed on. Pick up your passengers from these points. Follow the compass and take them to drop. You need 5 times more asteroids. Okay. Oh, I didn't look up the... Oh, it's... Okay, cool place. Drop me off at junction. Where's that junction? Oh, it's... Okay, it's over here? I don't know. Oh, no, it's not. I'm not going to get there in time. I'm trying to follow that. Yeah, oh, there it is. Come on, where's the pickup? Oh, yellow. Follow the yellow arrow, probably for a pickup point. Oop, boy, it's stuck. Drop me off at West Tunnel in 35 seconds, please. Okay. Oh my god. Everything's a zigzag. Oh, down, 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 down. There it is. There it is. Come on, come on, come on. Ah! I almost made it. Home satisfaction, dropping off at West Tunnel 30. Oh, 35 seconds. I made it. I made it. Okay, let's go back up. You're very generous with me being able to just bump into walls and not actually get hurt. Oh, that's not the way. Home satisfaction. Unlock progress. Handy nook. Top barrel. 31 seconds. Oh, I see. Oh, barrel top. There we go. Fun times. I think I remember seeing fun times. Oh, those are accelerator pads. Love it. Okay, come on. Oh, up, up, up. Quick as you like. Okay, I did it. Unlock progress. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Mid-lake. Don't remember mid-lake. Nope. There we go. So, head to the East Tunnel. Okay. No, this feels great. This is fun to play. I mean, I definitely like momentum-based games. Shocking, I know. This is not where I'm going, right? Picking up from, oh no, pick up from rockbirds, okay. Oh. Oh no. Okay. I feel like I saw this that way. Yeah, the only thing with the arrow is because it's in these increments. Here we go. Because it's in these 90-degree increments, it's kind of hard to follow, but I'm sure that's by design. I guess I am 100% not reading the chat right now, right? Because I'm way too focused on everything that's going on the screen. Oh, I feel like I'm getting a little bit lost here. Rocking up, there we go. Okay. Oh, with the servo's S-word right hand of the map is open. It's a more vertical map. Okay. Yeah, I thought I read that, but then I was still getting these like... Oh, here. Now entering the services asteroid. 77 seconds. Oh boy. Okay, so this is quite the trip. Yeah, I think the only so you know, I like, so the controls are great. the 90-degree increments on the where to go is interesting, right? And paired with the fact that these maps are so huge. Oh, okay, that's not a way to go. I just wonder about the like recognizability, right? So usually in a game like this, again, I don't know what your design intent here is, right? But anyway, I'm gonna go out of full screen and pause it there. I don't know what your design intent here is, but like in general, you'd want landmarks unless you're actually trying to have me get lost, which is a little bit counter. There's a tension there between me getting lost in what feels like a little bit of a like Commodore 64 little like maze, right? If you've ever read Print 10, look up Print 10 and then you'll know what I'm talking about. And the fact that you're directing me in 90-degree increments, and the fact that you're making them so large, but you also want me to have some recognizability. Maybe, I don't know, right? I don't know. So maybe I should read the chat. UIs are hard, easier than penalizing hitting walls. Needs a little something. I must spend 5 minutes on movement. Yeah, it's fine if the movement works, right? But again, think about what Giles Goddard said, right? Get the jump good first, right? Services asteroid right hand side of the map is open. Oh yeah, it didn't get around to a more visual to shove the player along in the next asteroid. Definitely wanted landmarks. Maps are too geometrical, and they could be smaller, right? So again, just because it's related, right? Yours is a top-down game, and Space Taxi is a lunar lander, right? It has gravity, very different. But they're related, and Lunar Land and Space Taxi can get, to be clear, it's a Commodore 64 game. You couldn't do scrolling, so you had to put it on a single screen, or at least on 2 screens, and then it would go from one screen to the next, which is how you progress in the levels in that game. But that was out of necessity, right? So, but they could totally get away with it. So the thing in your case is what you need to ask yourself is how important is that? Obviously it's important because you want to get the sense of speed. You never get a sense of speed in Space Taxi. It's very different in that respect. So there's a couple of things here, right, that I would point you to if you were like trying to riff on the concept, because the concept is strong, right? Pick up and deliver is a strong. It's explored, but no one cares about it, right? But no one knows Space Taxi, and Space Taxi is still amazing, right? Not the least of which for the C64 ultra low bitrate samples, right? Up, please. Right? That's supposed to be up, please. So it's pretty hilarious. After a while, you just learn it, right? But then there's also the scream in Impossible Mission, right? When you fall into a hole. Stay a while, stay forever, right? And that sample sounds better. So you can argue that they wanted the sample to sound shitty on purpose. I don't know. Maybe it's probably an earlier game. Used software, didn't have a ton of money. What do I know, right? Okay, it's 10:22. I'm gonna have to sign off. That was super fun as always. I'm going to, if I think about it this weekend, take this part of the video of the Twitch stream and pack it up and put it up on YouTube, on the Eggplant YouTube channel. And I will share the link with all of you on the Discord, in the now streaming, and in the Eggplant Jam channels. I'll share that with you. But yeah, fantastic work. I mean, not to dismiss anyone else's work, right? The XR57 game is an amazing, amazing fun puzzle game, and I love that because it feels very roguish. Planetary Expansion is a fun riff on Network Wars. MLB Groundskeeper is just a fucking great meditation, right? And now I just realized I swore, but also it doesn't matter because our videos are all flagged as not for children. Comrade Cabby reminds me of a game from my teenage years that I love. I just love so much, and so I'd say keep going with it. And Cursed Castle is a whole other thing, right? Cursed Castle is a thing I guess we have to look out for, right? Cursed Castle is the thing we have to look out for, because when and if you keep developing it, I'll obviously play some more of it, and I'll also play some more of XR57P once that goes into like more develop. If it sees more development, I think these games all look promising. The whole point of a prototype is to figure out whether you want to keep working on it, usually, right? In the case of Cursed Castle, you come to me and say there's a prototype, I'll be like, yeah, right? So it does not feel like a prototype. It feels like you're already developing, right? You're already past the pre-production phase, and you feel like you're in production, right? Chabillamere, I would say, or Billy Bones, or whatever you go by, I would say I would keep working on that game, right? Because play Starseed Pilgrim. It's one of the most beloved puzzle games, and this feels like it's going in that direction with less mystery, and that's probably fine. Because the mystery in Starseed Pilgrim is, I think, it's strong and weak. It's its strongest and weakest point at the same time, right? Yeah, but great work as always. Thanks a lot, everyone, for DMing me and adding me directly on the Discord, because I do have the channel. I have most Discords set to only notify me if I'm being mentioned by name, because otherwise I get it just too much. It's too much information, right? I'm on too many Discord servers, including ones for work and with students. So when you at me, I'll always be like, oh, okay, cool. And they're like, hey, here's the link to the Eggjams. I'm like, awesome. I'll play them tomorrow, and I'm just going to have to start sooner. Which, again, there's a very high likelihood that my future streams on Friday will start at 8 a.m. Pacific instead of 9 a.m. Pacific, because there's so much on my plate this semester. If I want to do it at all, and I do want to keep doing it. Not the least of which to get back to board games, because boy, oh boy, has Rally the Troops gotten more games since I last looked, right? So we've been playing Andy and Abyss, we've been playing Nevsky, Pax Pamir, and we at some point played Shores of Tripoli, but I've never played the block games. Amabel Holland's Field of Cloth and Gold is on here now. Oh god, I can't believe I'm blanking on his name. The historical board games dude, the French guy who lives in London. My god, my memory is so bad. His game, it says on here, right? Fred Serval. Fred's game, Red Flag Over Paris, is on here. They just added Time of Crisis, which I've never played. Right? This keeps on growing. Right? The Discord for this is amazing because the designer of Andy and Abyss and Nevsky is on it and constantly helps out and comments and stuff like that. So it's fantastic. I want to get back to it. Ozzy is not here today, but I definitely want to get back to playing games on here. But that's not what we're talking about today. We were talking about the Eggjam and all that other jazz that I just talked about with semiology of graphics, game feel, looking up the browser pages, and keeping up the good work on the prototypes. So congratulations, all of you. I think these are a very strong set of prototypes. Keep them coming, and I'll always play them. I'm 2/50ths of my way to a game dev degree. Well, you're 2/50ths of your way to not needing a game dev degree, because you're going to have such a large portfolio of designed work that all you have to do when you apply for your entry-level design job is to say, here's my portfolio. And people are going to be like, wait, what? You've made 50 games? Right? How are you not already working in the games industry? So anyway, that's what I meant by that. Did anyone write down those books? Here, Semiology of Graphics. It looks like this, right? Wow, this is way too small. This is what the book looks like. I don't know. Let's see what it's like, what it costs on Amazon. Way too much. Way too much. I bought it for like $50. You might be able to find it somewhere as a PDF. Maybe someone has it. I don't know. Oh, God. You can see my cart. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind hardcover, Akira hardcover, Caesar, Conquer Rome in 20 minutes, Blitzkrieg, World War II in 20 minutes. I just have stuff in my cart that I'd like to have, but I don't know that I have the time to read Akira front to back. I might just watch the movie again. So this was the first book, and then the second one is Game Feel by Steve Swink, right? This one you can get, and it's like $40. And there's probably a Kindle version. Although, weirdly enough, it says 11 to 44. That's strange. Oh, because you can rent it? Weird. Hardcover 204. I didn't even know there was a hardcover on this. So, again, both of these books I think you can find blog posts for, right? Okay, 1028. I gotta run. I got it as a gift, but I haven't read it yet. It's a big book, right? It's a big book. Make games and browse information that you need to get better at what you're doing, but don't be like me. I'm an academic, so I can kind of get away with doing it, but don't spend all your time reading and none of your time making, right? That's why I make music, because it's more immediate, right? You may be the leading egg jammer. 11th egg jams for Kobear. That sounds pretty good. Cool. So I'm going to sign off for now. Have a great rest of your Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. If you're in my area, Los Angeles, or south of me, good luck with the impending potential tropical storm we're getting on the weekend. And yeah, again, congratulations to all the jammers. Great work. And with that, I will be back probably next Friday. Podcast wise, you're going to have like 1 or 2 reruns coming your way because we're all in different sorts of disarray. And we have a couple of things lined up for the fall, and it's going to be cool, but we need a little bit of a break because we kind of didn't. I took a break over the summer, but no one else did, it seems. And there's a lot coming our way. But without going into too much detail, there will be future shows, and I will be back latest next Friday. So until then, you know it. Stay safe, happy, healthy, and sane. Cheers.